think it was 2018, we had a disaster at QAD. We had a data center up in Santa Barbara, and it was winter. There were a lot of fires a few months before, and then there was a lot of rain. And rain after fires in Southern California brings mudslides, and we were up on a hill, so our building wasn't damaged or even in any way endangered, but the mudslide was so massive in Montecito that it took out all of the network lines, even the east-west lines and the northwest lines. And it was a nightmare. And so after that, everybody went, what happened? We thought we were safe. Well, this is a 100-year event. We weren't safe. Let's go put more things in Google Cloud. I think the outcome of moving things to the cloud was compounded into other projects. So when people see success, they want to enjoy success. So we first kind of thought in a small sort of way, well, we're going to move stuff to the cloud, we'll remove a point of failure from the network, let's say, or we'll not have to worry about servers or whatever. But once you get to the cloud and you have trusted partners and people who can show you what's there, you can then use other aspects of the cloud. So for example, we understood that there's this thing called BigQuery, and you know, it is good for transforming large data sets into something that's usable. So we would do a little BigQuery project. We didn't want to transform our whole warehouse, data warehouse, but we just would move little things there. So it was a compounded as it goes on. And I think now we have approximately, I don't know, 85% of our workloads running in GCP. I think moving to the cloud has affected our business in several ways. Cost savings to a point, and it depends on the project of that savings, but it's really more about transformation. So I'll give you an example. We have several off-the-shelf applications. One of those is Atlassian, Jira, and Confluence. They have a whole suite of products. So we would run that on-premise, on Windows operating systems, on Microsoft SQL Server. And all of that needs people to take care of that, and it needs money to feed to the vendor to buy the licenses. Well, instead of just moving that all to the cloud as is, we decided to take the hard step of really work through the problems to change not only the operating system it ran on, so change from Windows to Linux, but change the database it ran on, change from MS SQL to Cloud SQL. And Cloud SQL is analogous, but it has a little bit of differences and changes. And so, again, we take the partner approach and we turn to Pythian and ask them, how do we do this? And we go to the vendor, that is Atlassian, and say, how do we do this? And working together, I think, as a project to create that success. Challenging work rather than just care and feeding of servers that are on premise or databases that are on premise. And we can then have more uptime, easier upgrades, and a host of other benefits. I think Pythian is a good partner because they act more like they're on our team and they're part of our company, and they are very used to working with QADers in our particular style. We've done multiple acquisitions, and so when you acquire a company, of course, you have to bring over all their technology, and only one of them out of the past 4 have been using Google, and so the most recent one this year was Pythian helped us with a 220 person migration from full Microsoft Office 365 into Google. And they not only provided the migration, but the education and the evangelism on this is how it works. So they produce custom training and custom classes, and even deliver those classes that we recorded and we can distribute now to all the employees that were from that acquired company. There's probably about 50 more, but those are some of the highlights.